Welcome to the Underdogs YouTube channel. This is our first chat show streaming, and we are going to have some good time today. We've got some news to go through and even a quiz. Today, we are basically a group of friends that got together during the COVID-19 crisis to entertain our friends and family. So hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and check out our website at www.theunderdogs.live. With me today, I have the two co-founders. We have Richard, who is our head Call of Duty player.
Ninja Diffuse for the win.
And we also have Chris, who I would say is the brains of the outfit.
Hi.
If you're wondering what I am, I'm the loudmouth. So, news today. We have a couple of topics to choose from. And let's bring it to the fact that it's the COVID-19 crisis at the moment. What are we all playing, and what would you guys suggest for other people to play? Let's start with you, Richard, if you like.
Okay. What was the question?
Keep that in. You can live with that. But yeah, what are you playing during the COVID-19 lockdown, and what would you suggest to other people to play?
I would say to be fair, I'm playing Call of Duty, as I play loads of it, and Diablo 3.
Yeah,
To be fair though, if anyone wants to come join me on Call of Duty, they're more than welcome to. Rich Yaski, add me, we'll go search and destroy together.
I think if you check on our website, don't you have the events logged on when you do streaming for particular Call of Duty events?
Yeah, so I stream it live. So if I'm going to do a Ninja Diffuse session, which is just predominantly me just trying to Ninja Diffuse and what rather people up. But that's on our website.
Fair enough. So move over to Chris. What are you playing, Chris, and what would you suggest to other people to play?
So I am also playing Call of Duty a lot with Richard here. Got a bit of a challenge at the moment, trying to race to the level 155 and clear all of our season 3 pass. So we've got that going on. Looking forward to SnowRunner. Won't be everyone's cup of tea, definitely. But I am looking forward to that game. Not really playing many other games at the moment. Mainly Call of Duty for me.
Yeah, Call of Duty does tend to be the main sort of, it's your bread and butter. It's what you kind of come back to between the games that you then move on to. Me personally, I'm playing a bit of everything. I'm playing everything from Planet Zoo to Jurassic Park, the one, I can't remember what it's called. Jurassic Park, the one where it's basically a zoo game. I've literally just picked that up because it was really cheap on Steam. There's a few Steam sales going on, and there's a few PlayStation sales. I really want the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I was waiting until it went down in price just a little bit because it's like 60 quid. So, you know, I kind of wait for that one. I've waited 15 years for that game since they released the first tech demo. Yeah, go for it.
That the race to 155. I'm gonna say it's not much of a race. I'm like Lewis Hamilton, and you like Williams.
Well, I'm not even trying. I just play it passively. Right. Now, with Chris mentioning SnowRunner, which I am also excited about because it's a weird game because it's obviously MudRunner was the first one, and then they've expanded it a lot more to SnowRunner for much more mechanics and things. But basically, we've all three of us have wheels. We like to do races on F1, but we're also using the G29 wheels on MudRunner and things. And it's weird. It's a MudRunner. I know this is weird. I would say is the Dark Souls of the racing games because it's really hard. You've got to kind of get from one side of the map to the other, pulling stuff, but there's clearly swamps and hills and cliffs, and it's just for it's a bit of fun. Like Chris said, it's not for everyone, but for anyone that does enjoy that, it's good. But speaking of a segue, the G29 wheels for the F1 in topic 2 might be the first game released, F1 2020, without the league taking place that year, which is absolutely crazy. What do you guys think about that? Because I know that we all do like to race on F1. How do you guys
I'm a
feel
bit
about it?
gutted that I can't see Kimi Räikkönen win the Grand Prix for Alfa Romeo.
No,
It was going to be his year.
I'm personally supporting Lewis. He's British, we're British, and I think that it'd be great to have a British driver as the world champion of all. Because currently it's Schumacher, I believe, who's obviously a German, but good on him.
Yeah, I think if he wins
But
this
I would
year,
like it to be a Brit.
Mm-hmm.
If he was to win this year, I think that he's actually the world champion. I think last year he was joint, with Schumacher, I believe.
I'm not sure, mate.
But yeah, so that's just crazy to think about. But speaking of our races, I would love to get a community together to do the races, because currently it's just sort of us three and maybe one or two other friends might get involved during a season. But I would love to start a new league on F1, and if we build up a community on the website again, theunderdogs.live, that'd be brilliant.
What I'm going to say is, if you're going to join us in our F1 career and you're going to race alongside us, you just got to watch out for Joe, because he will take you long.
Just so you know, Richard is the only one out of all of us that uses assists. He has a line, and if you're in that line, you got no chance.
I also like the dive bomb.
Can you remember when you were racing on Monza and you were racing and me and Chris had crashed out because we're not great, and Richard was like, I'm gonna win, and what was it, on the last lap you binned it in a corner. Oh, brilliant. Okay, either way, the next topic of conversation we're going to move to is just general entertainment, in the sense of what are you watching on telly, movies, TV series, and what would you suggest for everyone during the lockdown to check out if they could?
So right during the lockdown, I've been watching a lot of films. Blue Story I watched last night. It's pretty good, pretty up there. But series wise, The Last Kingdom. If you're into Vikings and Anglo-Saxons, that is an amazing show. Season 4 about to drop on the 26th of April, which I can't wait for. And general stuff. I miss my football though.
You miss your football. Okay, what about you, Chris? We'll move over to yourself.
So for me, the Blacklist new season starts on Thursday, so I'm really looking for that. Also, Ricky's Afterlife is new season's back this week as well, I believe. So looking forward to watching that.
Next topic of conversation: what is out soon, and what are you guys looking forward to? For example, Predator Hunting Grounds is released on the 24th. If anyone is interested in that, I am interested, but not straight away, personally. Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer is released in May, and I was a massive fan of Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer on the PC. I will be getting that 100%, I think, because I loved it. So, guys, are you looking forward to anything? Recently?
The new DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out in like a couple of weeks.
Just so you know, Richard is not only our Call of Duty man, he's also our resident Pokemon nerd. He is the poker guy. Yeah, they're very similar games. Yeah. First person shooting Pikachu.
Come on, give Charizard a Gatling gun. He was sorted.
Surely Charizard's got a flamethrower.
Yeah, if he's already got that equipped, give him a Gatling gun. He can breathe fire and shoot at the same time. It's like Juggernaut with a Gatling gun.
What about you, Chris? Any upcoming games you're interested in?
So obviously I mentioned Mud Runner earlier. So another game that I am looking at is the new Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh yeah, wasn't that delayed though? I don't know how long that was delayed
so it's
for.
To be confirmed at the moment. They've still not got a proper date on that yet.
There's a few big games that I think all of us are excited about, like Watch Dogs Legion, like Halo Infinite, like Cyberpunk 2077, like Star Citizen. These are all games personally that I've got my eye on, and I presume you have as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. Anything else you can think of?
Anything else, Rich?
No.
whilst we're on the topic, I am also looking forward to the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's,
yes.
That's also to be confirmed, but it looks absolutely epic. The detail in the scenery is supposed to be superb.
Yeah, it does look really good. I'm interested in that. Yeah, I'm interested in that as well quite a lot.
So again, not for everyone, but it is on the radar for me.
Just an honourable mention. None of us are playing it. I'm personally not interested in it, but a lot of people on the internet right now are talking about Animal Crossing. That's something that other people might want to check into, but I just don't think it's a game for us three. So I just thought I'd bring that up, just in case anyone else.
If people want to see us play it, I'll play it. Fuck it. I've got a Switch like Pokemon. It can't be any more childish.
It is worth mentioning halfway through here that we are a new channel. We do want people to, give us feedback on where they want the channel to go and what they want us to be. Obviously, we've got influence in that as well. But I'm just more than happy to build up a community, and I presume you guys are. And we'll make this channel something that we can all watch for fun and have a good time with. Really.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm
right,
surprised, Joe, that you've not mentioned Star Citizens yet.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I mentioned it when I was going through all the upcoming games that we're all excited about.
Can I ask what's your opinion on something though, right? And it is to do with football. I know you aren't really into it, but do you think they should void the Premiership?
I don't really know enough about it to warrant a decision on that.
Basically, how they've done it in the conference, so the non-leagues. But if they void it, that means Norwich doesn't get relegated. It just the season restarts. But that also means that Liverpool doesn't get the trophy. So
I would say that they should get everyone gets test kits for their teams, and if they don't have the coronavirus, they should do closed door matches and just televise them.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. But
the longer it goes on, it's going to get to a point where they can start buying and selling players. But also, it's like statistically, Liverpool haven't won it yet because they can still be overtaken
by someone else.
Obviously, they would have to lose like all their games. And it's not likely to happen, but statistically, they can.
And if you've got an opinion on anything that we're talking about, please do leave a message in the comments section. We do read all messages that are left, so feel free to do that.
Yeah. We're only a small channel, so we'll read everything that comes in.
If you agree with me, though, just let me know. I think they should void the season and just restart next season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, sure. I'm more than happy to roll with that. Okay, last topic of conversation is basically the next generation. Are you excited about it? I've got a list of what IGN have said is the predicted launch titles, and I wanted to know what you guys thought of it, really. So here are the predicted launch titles. Batman Court of Owls, which truthfully I need to look into that because I don't know much about that one. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I personally wasn't a big fan of Horizon Zero Dawn 1. It's fine, it plays well, but I got bored. I didn't get into the characters, although a lot of people tell me that they absolutely love that game. Harry Potter RPG, I am looking forward to that. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I'll be
You're a wizard.
there like swimwear. You're a wizard, Joseph. I'm a what?
Geek.
Totally clip that in videos. I'm a what?
What?
So Halo Infinite, which Chris was mentioning earlier. I'm a big Halo fan. I think Chris is as well. I'm more than happy to play that as well. Richard.
PlayStation, so I'm not really too bothered about the Halo at the minute.
Assassin's Creed Vikings is meant to be a possible other launch title.
Odyssey was amazing.
See, me and Richard are of two different ilk. I'm a massive fan of it. The prior Assassin's Creeds to Origins. I bought Origins and I hated it. I haven't played the Odyssey yet, but maybe I should give it a chance. It's just because I didn't like the way they changed the combat and stuff. I was one of the old fans, and they've gone in a different direction.
I like both. The only reason I like Odyssey was just complete customization of the character, and also the abilities you got some more cool abilities. Plus, you're a fucking Spartan, so you know.
I don't mind the play settings where they are. It's just that it feels like they changed the combat and weapons just so they can add monetization into it. Do you know what I mean? As in, oh, you can buy these loot boxes. They are in there. They're hidden more than say Call of Duty or Overwatch, but they are in there.
I
Anyway,
played the whole thing, never bought one loot box. I got the platinum trophy on it and everything. So.
And lastly, Call of Duty Black Ops 5 is a possible launch title. So, what do we feel? I mean, we'll probably get the Call of Duties because we always do.
Yep.
I'm gonna get it. The only problem is I'm not a big fan of the whole Black Ops ones. I prefer ones by Infinity War.
I like the zombies, and so does my partner. She's a big zombies fan.
I like the zombie side of the Black Ops. I agree that the actual gameplay, I prefer the Modern Warfares to the Black Ops.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah. So, as in multiplayer, I do prefer the Infinity Warfares, Modern Warfares, as opposed to the Black Ops. I think, like I think you said before, the Black Ops series does seem to be very Halo jumpy and fast-paced moving and jumping and bouncing off things that you wouldn't realistically be able to do. And I see
like wall running and jetpack.
Yeah, I see personally Call of Duty as one of those more realistically based games. What? Yeah. You know, I don't know what your opinion is on that, but
I would say that Battlefield is more realistic than COD is.
Yeah.
But yeah, as in, I prefer the Modern Warfare setting where they haven't got jetpacks and they haven't got like wall running abilities. If I wanted that, I'd go to Titanfall, which, by the way, Titanfall 2, best game ever. It was screwed over by putting in between, Call of Duty and Battlefield that year, and I think it's an amazing game. But But the thing is, though, with wall running and jumping on that, you've got to get on a Titan. You know what I mean? You've got to get on these giant mechs. So that makes sense. But I just felt when it was in Call of Duty 3 that it was pointless. It was just annoying.
Just to add into that, I'm interested to see whether they go down the season route or back to Prestige.
Yeah.
Of Call of Duty, the season route or what?
So Black Ops, whether they go, because we're in seasons at the moment, there is no prestiges, is there?
Yeah, that really annoys me. I liked prestiges.
I actually quite liked the season. Because I always like first ranks. So as you go up, you get like your stripes, and then you get your stars, and eagle.
Yeah, but you have to buy. Yeah, but it feels like you have to buy the battle pass for the seasons to be at all interesting. Again, it's done for monetization. With prestige mode, anyone could do that. That was fun. I don't mind DLC when it's like. I preferred the DLC for the new maps, although I understand that's.
Drops off once people get to the highest rank, got everything. Like me, once I got to the highest point, I can't do anything more. I kind of go off the game.
Yeah, but in all fairness, that's because you've hammered it. For people like me, it takes me about a year to do that.
Yeah. So that's because I'm not as frequently playing. I'm one of the more frequent players. But once I hit the max for everything, then I'm like, oh, what do I do now?
Or maybe some sort of hybrid of them both. Like you start off prestige, and when you get to max prestige, it goes to seasons. I don't know, something like that. But it just feels like everything's done for money these days, and it's really irritating. It's like EA all over again. Personally, I'm happy with it if it's between Xbox and PS4. PC, I'm happy with if it's co-op things like Destiny and Warframe. I don't think that Twitch shooters should be in cross-playing because PCs have a unfair advantage, in my personal opinion. However, I'm more than happy for Xbox and PlayStation to and Switch, or Nintendo to cross-play anything. Things like Rocket League, Destiny, Warframe, even top-down titles like strategy games, like Halo. What's that Halo game called from the top down? I can't remember what that Halo game is, but basically, strategy games, things like that. It's just that Twitch shooters, PCs have an unfair advantage, and I don't agree with it personally.
Well, I actually think that if VR came out, like Joe said, and it was on Call of Duty, then what console you play on wouldn't matter. Because if you could have it so you had, the gun in your hands and the VR so you're in your front room, then it's down to your own reactions, not down to the console reactions.
Yeah. Fighting games are fine as well because they don't use mouse and keyboard for fighting games. They basically use buttons. Most PC players apparently have like a joystick and buttons sort of thing plugged into the PC. So fighting games absolutely crossplay, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, the last topic, guys, is we have created a quiz to basically keep people entertained. It's gaming orientated. We'll see how good at general knowledge gamage people are. Okay. Did you catch everything there?
Yep.
Cool. Right, so
I don't want to do it.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Right. Now, you guys have had hints about what's coming, but I don't know if you know every question that's coming. Richard, I think you're the most in the dark here, possibly. So, everyone, we were going to read out the questions one by one. Feel free to get a pen and paper all ready, or just, remember what I've said in your mind. We'll be reading the answers out after all the questions have been read out. So, question 1. What is the name of the green dinosaur that Mario rides on? Don't say it out loud. I'm looking at you, Richard. I'm pointing at my screen on Richard's face. Don't say it out loud.
I'm too impatient.
Question number 2. What is the name of the Uncharted series main character?
Homer Simpson.
Okay. Question number 3. Which company developed the Assassin's Creed, For Honor, and Rayman games, amongst others? Okay. Next question. Which wrestler starred in the Doom movie? Give it a little bit of time so people can write it down, have a think.
I was going to say something. I thought, wait, what about the answer?
Edit.
Which PC game has Wrath of the Lich King as an expansion? Richard's a big fan of that one, so he's going to be all over that like a wet flannel. Can I have this?
2 years to that game.
As we're on question 5, which is literally halfway through the quiz, can we all just take a time to appreciate Carl Pilkington on my shirt? If no one's seen the Ricky Gervais show, check it out after our show. It's absolutely awesome. Right.
Don't forget to go to the West Ham Club shop and buy your support.
Don't plug football here. Okay. Question 6. Which multi-platform shooter made by Bungie originally had Peter Dinklage as a small hovering robot?
The Legend of Zelda.
No, it's not The Legend of Zelda. Don't listen to the Bronx over here. Okay. Let everyone have a think about that. It was also lovingly referred to as the Dinklebot. Little hint. Okay. Question 7. Name the actress who plays Alice in the Resident Evil movies.
Keira Knightley.
Right. So, are we all happy with that one? Let's move to question 8. Where in the world is Forza Horizon 4 based? What location is it based in?
Denmark.
Country. It's not. Basically, if Richard says anything, it's wrong. And you can take that for life as well. I'm going to give a shout out here. There's Richard's boss is called James. He's a good friend of mine, and we all get along with him. James, you can take that rule in general. If Richard says anything, it's wrong. You can take that to the bank. Okay.
I'm good at my job.
I like to derma her.
No, but in all seriousness, Forza Horizon 4 is based in Chernobyl. You have to run straight at the power plant to get to the underwater level.
Up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right. Right. Question 9. Name the protagonist for the Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. Now, this is the protagonist in the past, not Desmond Miles. No one liked Desmond Miles.
John
If anyone's ever played Assassin's Creed.
AKA the Master Chief.
Okay, now this last one is probably the hardest question because it's probably the most specific to a game that, you know, a lot of people probably just won't know. But if you do know it, you're going to get full marks. Who is waiting for you at the top of Mount Silver on Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold? There is a person. Wait, look at Richard getting excited. He knows it. Right, so that's who is waiting for you at the top of Mount Silver on Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Because basically you go there after you've completed the Elite Four, which is essentially, you know, the end of the game. So it's like a post-game sort of
Final
challenge.
showdown.
Final showdown. Woo! Which is wunderbar. So I'm going to ask the questions to Richard and Chris. They all say, and I will say whether they are correct or not. If they don't know, I will just say the answers. Question 1 was, what is the name of the green dinosaur that Mario rides on? Chris?
No idea.
You weren't paying
Yoshi or
attention,
something?
right?
No.
He's not listening.
I'm busy trying
What
to
did you
flick
say?
screens, that's what I mean.
What did you say?
Is it Yoshi or something?
Correct. It is Yoshi.
Hey! I got one right.
Keep that in. I like it when you don't know what's going on.
Come on, Rich.
Right. What is the name of the Uncharted main character? The gaming series of the Uncharted.
I've never played it, but is it Nathan Drake?
Correct. Ding, 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 ding. Who everyone seems to think looks like Nathan Fillion. Well, when he was younger. Okay. Question 3. Which company developed the Assassin's Creed For Honor Rayman games? They also created things like Watch Dogs and Rainbow Six Siege. Chris? Hold.
Shit, sorry.
Wait.
Play. Was it Ubisoft?
Correct. Ding, 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 ding. We have a correct answer there. Okay, so over to
Gets all the hard ones.
over to Richard. Which wrestler starred in the Doom movie?
I no idea. I'm gonna guess The Rock.
Yay! Dwayne The Rock Johnson was the guy who started in the Doom movie. Okay, Chris. Now I know that Richard knows this. I know he knows this. I don't know that you do. Which PC game has Wrath of the Lich King expansion? Question 5.
The answer is World of Warcraft.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Those expansion. It might not be expansion 3, but it's quite early on, before Cataclysm.
I don't know which expansion it was, dude. I'm just asking the questions there.
I'm pretty sure it's Outland, Lich King, Cataclysm, Pandaria, Draenor, Battle for Azeroth.
Yep. Anyway.
I can't remember.
Question 6. Which multi-platform shooter made by Bungie originally had Peter Dinklage as a small hovering robot?
Oh, as it's my question, and I don't know, I'm going to pass to Chris.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I also have no idea.
Okay. Halo.
Halo was made by Bungie, but it was after that. It was Destiny 1. Originally, they had Peter Dinklage, you know, the imp from Game of Thrones, a voice act for the little robot that follows you around. But he had no character, which, by the way, I loved. I love the fact that this Dinklebot It's like basically it was like that wizard came from the moon. There was just like nothing in there, and they've changed it now to the guy that plays. Is it Troy Baker? Basically, he's been in loads of games. I think he also plays Joel from The Last of Us, and loads of other things. But either way, moving swiftly on. Question 7, and this is to either of you. Name the actress who plays Alice in the Resident Evil movies.
I have no idea. Do I know her?
Yeah, you'll know her.
Here's
a clue.
I don't have a clue.
Here's a clue. It's the same actress in The Fifth Element said multipass.
That still means absolutely nothing to me.
It's a bit of a meme on the internet, multipass. It was Mila Jokovic, or Mila Jokovic, basically.
Who's that?
The actress that plays the Alice from Doom.
What's she all about then?
Oh, she's cool. I don't know what you want me to tell about her. Anyway.
Question 10. Did Joe know any of the answers before he...
Oh, I knew all of the answers before. I haven't even wrote the answers down.
Edit.
Question 8. Where is Forza Horizon 4 based? What location? What country is Forza Horizon 4 based? Either of you.
I'm not sure, but I will take a guess at it.
Go on.
Wait, if I get the country right, then can I get, like I said, I think it's America, but then I'm not sure what state.
I think it was the UK.
Chris is correct. It was based in the United Kingdom. That's awesome.
Yay, I knew one.
Yay! Okay, question 9. Name the protagonist for the Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations.
It's Ezio, isn't it?
Can you say his full name? I'll be impressed if you can.
I can't remember his first name. I just remember it was Ezio.
No, his first name is Ezio.
So I can't remember his last name. I just know his name's Ezio.
Ever since I heard it, I absolutely remembered it. Just full on. Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Which is fun. It's the most fun name to say ever. Although, let's face it, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is by far the best Assassin's Creed. Full stop, bar none. It is the tippity top of Assassin's Creed. Anyway, last question. Question 10. Who is waiting for you at the top of Mount Silver on Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold? We may as well just take this over to Richard, because I know he's dying to tell us.
It's a trainer called Red.
Yep.
It's actually the immunization of Ash. So he has Ash's Pokemon. But Red is also in the... So, even though it's... Sorry. It's not actually Ash. It's Red. Red is... there is a different series of Pokemon that actually features Red in it. And he actually takes on... Yeah, he takes on Giovanni in that series. So, the gym leader... of the last gym where he gets his badge before he versus the league, Red takes on Giovanni. You can Google that, YouTube it, it's an actual thing. So it's not Ash, it is Red.
Right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been our first chat show. Hopefully we will progress, get better. Feel free to comment in the section below what you'd like to see, what you'd like us to do in the future. We will try and make this a weekly thing, but feel free to catch up on our streams and head on over to the website at www.theunderdogs.live. Do you guys want to say anything for a goodbye?
Come on, you Irons! When you're allowed to play again.
Let us know what you think of the video as well. First one.
Yeah.
If you want any suggestions, throw them in there.
Or if you've got any gaming suggestions, what you'd like us to play, I'm more than happy to play stuff. We're always interested.
Yeah, sure.
Hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.